For Rivals.com, I'm national recruiting analyst John Garcia Jr. We've got some breaking commitment date news to share going into the new week, and it's going to be something that we see come to fruition very soon. Luke Metz, four-star linebacker out of Mill Creek High School in Georgia, is set to come off the board on Sunday, March 24th. He's got an initial top 6 that was out about a month ago, but new scholarship offers have thrown a real wrench into his recruitment. Alabama has jumped in. Oklahoma has jumped in. And now Michigan has jumped in. Metz was able to visit Ann Arbor over this past weekend, really liked it. He specified the people. He said, this is the group that really has me thinking in my recruiting process because of the people. Not just the fact that Michigan is known for defense and is coming off of a national championship with that fresh scholarship offer in to Metz. He really said the people is what is selling him on the Wolverines at this time. But otherwise, this is an all SEC race, and he's going to visit 2 of these finalists here going forward. Alabama's going to get him on campus Thursday. Ole Miss will get him on campus on Saturday. Those 2 in the thick of it, along with Oklahoma and the aforementioned Michigan Wolverines. You can really sort of paint the picture for any one of these 4 schools to win out for the versatile 4-star linebacker. Michigan just hosted him, new offer, national title. He mentioned the people. You understand that. Ole Miss has been in it longer than any of the other schools that we're talking about among this sort of Final 4 that we're looking at for Metz. Pete Golding leading that charge. There's an opportunity to play early in Oxford, and obviously the expectations on the field are higher than ever at Ole Miss. Alabama, the school that Luke really grew up rooting for, the school that he sort of envisioned himself at, depending on if the in-state Georgia Bulldogs had offered versus the Crimson Tide in the neighboring state of Alabama. That was always going to be an interesting dynamic. Alabama is in, Georgia taking their time at this point. So I do think Alabama's got real traction despite the lack of familiarity as Nick Saban's staff has now transitioned over to Kalen DeBoer. And then Oklahoma, a school that hosted him before he ever had the offer. He raved about that visit in that time and then eventually picked up the scholarship offer. So there is an element of earning it that Luke really appreciates with the Oklahoma Sooners. So you can really see this thing going either way. But I tend to think a kid from the Atlanta area, grew up in SEC country, is probably going to stay in SEC country. And I'm looking at these visits. Alabama Thursday, Ole Miss Saturday. It could come down to those 2 when all is said and done. But we know when it will be done. March 24th, Luke Metz, 4-star linebacker, set to come off the board.